I was going to give a lecture in Ephesus, Turkey. There were 10 buses. There were 300 and some of us. The buses all stopped, and we all went to go into the restrooms. And standing at the door, just there's a man, an older man, and he's taking off pieces of sort of dirty paper, and he's handing them to us, expecting a tip. When he went to hand me the paper, I just moved away, and then I just walked on his way, heading back to give a lecture on how to be a spiritual being. And when you move towards this thing called divine love, and you want to move towards egolessness and so on, there's sort of like a sequence that takes place. And the sequence is that first you catch yourself with thoughts that do not align with this place of divine love. You catch yourself in the sequence. And then the next part of that sequence is you go back and you correct the thought. So if you say it, you stop and you make the correction. And then you start checking your behavior. You realize, oh my gosh, I behaved rudely toward that person, or I wasn't considerate of that, or I judged that person. But if you want to really change your subconscious programming and move to this place of divine love, you go back and you correct the behavior. And that's what happened to me in Ephesus, Turkey that day. I had a very bad judgment about what was taking place there. It took me back to things that I probably thought and grew up with, and who is this guy doing there? Why should he be expecting a tip? And there's always people there, they're always trying to make a buck, and there's all of this endless kind of ego-based kind of non-compassionate thinking. And I stopped myself, and I changed the sequence, because that's what I've been working on. So what I did is I went back, and I didn't tell anybody there that I was doing it. And I had a 20-euro note in my pocket, and I handed it to this man, and I thanked him for just the courtesy. Who knows what's going on? And maybe this is how he feeds his family of 12 children. Who knows? You don't have to give money to everybody who asks you for it on the street, but you also don't have to judge them. You can always give a silent blessing and move along. Coming from a place of compassion is really about loving yourself. It's about forgiving yourself. It's about being open to miracles. Every cubic inch of space is a miracle. And everyone in it, I say, is a miracle.